Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to the episode of Race Mania here on BeamNG.drive, back on the Road Atlanta circuit. And this time up front once again is the Hot Rod Hopper with the Bolide 350 right up behind it. I don't think that could be any closer. Here in second place. And in third we have this kind of like purple maroon kind of colour for the Ford Falcon. And in fourth we have the car that needs to take victory, the Kashira. At the back, the fastest car, the only new car as well, the ETK S series, minus the front bumper because it just caused way too many issues in the test runs. Just literally just got sucked into the car, launched it, flipped out, whatever. This car also does have two major weaknesses, and both of them involve the front wheels. One, they're incredibly weak, so a little tap and that cripples the car. And two, this thing turns like a bus, but it does have 1,000 horsepower and can do close to about 300 miles an hour, I think. Well, he's not far off it anyway. So I'm going to comment down below which I think is going to take victory. I'm going to go for the Bolide because it's got the blocky structure to it. It just needs to get some luck and not get taken out right away at the start like it has done in a few previous rounds. It needs to get some needs to up its defense mode. So it gets a pretty okay start though. Okay, everything's now found each other. It's like the Kashira is having a few issues there with the ETK, which is exactly what I hoped. Because it seems using the size of the Barstow last time didn't do anything. Actually, someone decided is the Barstow going to get sent round? The Bolide, that's how he's going to try and hold himself around it. No, the Falcon is actually going to end up colliding with the Bolide, is it? Yeah, just taps the rear wheel round. But the Kashira's into the wall. A hard hit into the wall. Oh no, the ETK is going to go right into it as well. As the Ford Falcon just keeps wiggling itself. Oh no, it's going to wiggle, it's going to take out the wheel, surely. Surely that's the ETK now crippled as well. It looks like it is going to get going though, and the Ford Falcon is still doing some pretty decent pace as well. With the Hopper out in front, the Bolide is now trying to go in the wrong direction. I don't know where the Kashira is going, if that's going the right way or the wrong way. Okay, that's going the right way it seems. And let's get the Bolide to turn around, although the Bolide now finds itself in last place, a place where if all the cars finish, the car in fifth is the one that gets eliminated, so the car I just chose to win needs to up its pace, up its game, as the Falcon's been sent round, which isn't really a surprise given how much it wiggles. Let's put that now on disabled. And try and get this thing going again. That's going to be another place, a free place gained for the Kashira. Need to get this thing turned around before the Bolide comes, which is going to probably end up annihilating the Falcon because this thing just wiggles so much. Actually, let's pause this for a second, have a look what's going on elsewhere. In this case, so it's still the Hopper that leads. And let's get this going, put the power down. And okay, this thing is very, very wiggly. You need to can't actually remember about the racing line. I think somewhere in the middle of the road. With how wiggly this thing is, let's just try and get it going straight. Get that straight. And let's put it on enough to pause it so I can get it going again. And then put the A back on random. That's it going fine. Okay, well, the Kashira is definitely looking quite worse for wear than the ETK work. Like I said, it's got a crippled wheel. One little tap on the front wheel was enough to kill it, and given the Hopper a massive advantage out in front. Okay, that wheel does not look happy on the Bolide. So I think that is going to have to go, because this thing is rear wheel drive as well, so losing this wheel isn't going to affect it at all. Hopefully it'll go faster now with that wheel removed. And it looks like it actually is going faster with that wheel removed as the Falcon is off the road. Why is that off the road? Okay, it's already on disabled, but I put it on random. I know I did. Let's get this back going again. It looks like it has got a fairly sized T-bone dent in the back of it now. Let's get this on the road again. Okay, well, there goes the Bolide on three wheels, so now it's going to be the five last. Okay, this thing is pulling horribly now. When you try to put any amount of power down, this thing does not go in a straight line anymore. Just need to try and get it over onto the racing line. That will do. Pause the game once again so I can actually get it back onto random now. And that's it off going again. The Kashira is actually falling away from the Triple DK, which actually got some pretty decent speed, but when it comes up to a corner, that's when it's probably going to struggle. With the Hopper, has the Hopper actually been touched yet? I think is that a dent in the rear bumper? Yeah, it's got a little dent in the rear bumper, but that's literally all that's wrong with it. It's still a near pristine car. Now well, it seems to be going fairly okay under AI control, because the only thing wrong with it really is the T-bone dent in the side, but it still is wiggling quite a bit trying to put the power down. Now the fight for second place, plus the ETK, if this just takes out the Kashira, because the Kashira needs to win, the ETK doesn't need to, because since its first round it's never actually won anything before. Ray Bumper though is being completely annihilated now by the Kashira, which actually is trying to rip it off the car now, so just going to have to finish off the bumper and just put it off to the side. Now then that should be that dealt with now, but the Kashira isn't really doing itself any favours whatsoever, because it needs to win, and it's just destroying. It's actually the engine is now... Is that the engine? I'm pretty sure it's something engine related. It's now sticking out the front of the car, so it's actually just going to be ramming the engine now once it tries to get past the ETK, which still, although it is crippled on that wheel, actually it's going at 77 mile an hour, so something still seems to be fairly okay with it. It's like it's just somehow managed to get away with the damage on that wheel, even though or it hasn't registered that it's broken yet, which is, well, either of those are fairly likely, to be honest. Though the fight for last place isn't actually getting any closer. Anything, the bowline's pulling away slightly. And you think though, even with a crippled wheel and how fast it's going, you still think through the corners that this is where the ETK would struggle compared to the Kashira or anything else with working wheels. Probably even the bowline as well is going faster through this part of the track, and now the Kashira right onto the back of the ETK once again. But an advantage with, I guess, with the ETK turning like a bus is it's not going to be the easiest thing in the world to spin out, because it doesn't really turn all that well itself, let alone trying to just get it spun round. Kashira doesn't look like he can really do anything against the ETK. As now coming into the second to last corner now, the hopper just miles out in front. This thing was crawling its way around in the last race to just get over the line in fourth. This time actually looks like it might actually go on to take victory if things stay as they are. Actually now here comes the bowline now to join in the fun with the ETK and the Kashira. The Kashira is still trying to look for a way up the inside line. And again, the ETK is going to use his power out of the corner. No, the Kashira gets some pretty good run, because that is also four-wheel drive. I think the ETK is four-wheel drive as well. I'm not quite sure though. It's like the bowline now is going to finally get itself involved and give a little tap to the back of the tyre. Oh, that's not good. That is not the smoke going to be sitting out of the Kashira. Anything the Kashira is actually going really slowly. Is the Kashira dead? Because it's got like no engine sound, so you can't actually know that it's still going now. It's got some good pace. Or has it? I can't tell if it's just being pushed along by the bowline at this point. Which it might well be, but then again, the ETK is just that fast under acceleration still, even crippled. I think the Kashira is probably still working though. This is the final. It's a four-way fight to not finish in last place. And the Kashira's going to get shoved wide into the corner, is it? No, he just manages to put himself back in front. Okay, that's a good turn of speed. So it is still working. There's the ETK with its terrible turning with that crippled wheel, which has now actually managed to move itself further forward. Okay, there it goes right back again. And I was thinking it managed to kind of like unbrake itself a little bit. And just the hopper just in the world of its own out in the lead. I'm surprised the bowline isn't actually scraping on some of the curbs. It's actually managed to get round the first lap and everything. The Kashira is taking a re-race unless I think, yeah, the bowline out of these four cars is definitely the one in the best condition. Although it's trying to get shoved around. It's only on three wheels and I was going to lose it. Is it? Just trying to keep it under control. Oh, that's a ram from the Falcon, which is just going to try and scoot its way past the bowline, which it does, and that could be a crucial pass here to get yourself out of last place. And now then, Kashira really is falling away though from the ETK down the straight, but again, with both of them smoking, it might just be a matter of time before both the cars conk out. Actually, oh what? Literally, is this an undertake? Are we about to see an actual undertake here? Which is the bowline. I need to get on board with this. Okay, this is what it looked like from if there was a driver in this car. That is not a fun camera view. And the bowline still, is it going to try and go for another ramp? I mean, it's the shape to ramp underneath. Although is the Kashira about to get sent round? I'm on board here with the car that needs to take victory, which definitely isn't going to do that. And now the Kashira actually drops down into last place. The Falcon gets a bit of a wiggle but manages to control it just about. Now then, the ETK is still in second place. And now, okay, oh, this is a hard ram now. Is anything going to get sent round here? Looks like the ETK might possibly get sent round, although the Falcon's going to get launched under again by the bowline. Is that going to send both the cars round? It's going to get the bowline actually going to get sent round now. Actually going to send around the Falcon as well, which is now going to take a ram from the Kashira. Yeah, Kashira gets itself back up now into third place. This is Obviously, it's the most intense. I'm going to get a shot board here with the Falcon, give that a chance to get going again, because I do not want to lose any cars from this fight for survival. This four-way fight to actually just continue to race in the next round. Because even though if the Kashira, if it was going to be out, or the next round if it doesn't win, but if it still crosses the finish line, then as it stands, the Falcon will be the next car to be out, because that's in last place with all of the cars still going. Now the Bolide trying to ramp itself underneath the Kashira now, as the ETK just smoking its way down into turn 1. This thing surely isn't going to last much longer. But we've seen miracles happen before. Oh, that's a huge hit from the Falcon onto the back of the Bolide. And that's going to send everything around. The Kashira is now going round. Is that going to... Yeah, that is definitely going to get sent round now. Is the Falcon going to keep itself under control? Now the Kashira, is it going to try and do a J-turn, get itself back, turn back round again? Which it looks like it is, but is it going to slam itself into the wall? It's overcorrected itself. Now the Kashira drops down into last place, and if it stays there, then it'll be the only car out the next round as things stand, because it's the car that needed to win, and it's out anyway. Now then, can it actually get going from this position, or is it actually conked out? I need to put it on disabled. Let's see if I can actually get it going. Well, this might actually... Don't tell me this is it. No way. This is the most anticlimactic end for the Kashira. I'm going to give it a little pull to get backwards. Maybe just reverse doesn't work. We've had it before where cars just get stuck in a gear where either reverse is the only gear that works or forward doesn't work. It doesn't look like any way wants to work at the minute. So I think that is actually the Kashira out. The car that needed to win has ended up in a J-turn which killed it. I don't know if that like over-revved the engine or something. I mean, it may have done, given if the car goes straight backwards, that could have, well, with the condition it was in as well, probably wouldn't be surprised if that was what killed it. Now then, this is the, well, as this thing stands, both these cars are going to get through, so they don't necessarily need to try and take each other out, because it's a battle over pride now between these two cars, and the Bolide is definitely a lot slower than the Falcon, especially on 3 wheels as well. It's going to be a lot harder to try and defend, but it's doing a good job so far. Even with that massive whack it took, which I think honestly did more damage to the Falcon than what the Bolide took. But the Bolide is rear-engined. Is he going to get sent round? He's going to lose it, and let's see, the Falcon's through. Now the Bolide, can he try and get that control? Actually, yeah, nice control from the Bolide. Although it's going pretty slowly though. And now it's going to try and go the wrong way. I mean, come on Bolide, you had to ruin that, didn't you? That was a nice control as well. And then you end up ruining it by getting confused and trying to go the wrong way. But now I think the Bolide... Well, definitely just going to bring itself home now in this P4, because that's a good enough place to get through into the next round. The Kashira is definitely going nowhere. Now then, where's the Hopper? The Hopper's actually nearly finished. The Hopper, the slowest car here, is about to come around the final corner now, and is going to take victory. I mean, I guess that is in fact just starting out front if you can just keep yourself going. Keep out of harm's way of every single other car, which is exactly what the Hopper did in this round. So now then, coming up to the finish line, it's going to be the Hopper to take a very, very surprise victory and officially now knock out the Kashira. I didn't need an ETK to deal with the Kashira, I just needed a Hopper, which is probably the flimsiest car here if you don't count the front wheels of the ETK. Is the ETK still going? Somehow the ETK is still going. In second place, it's, well, I won't say limping, but it's pretty much what it's been doing the entire race. Actually, the Falcon's now caught up to the ETK, so a good speed from the Falcon here at the end. And the Falcon may actually be on for second place, because it is not content just to try and take a finish. It wants to get up as high as it can. Actually, the Falcon's quite a bit bigger than the ETK as well. Let's get aboard here with the ETK. It's going to try and pit around the ETK, and the ETK gets completely turned around. Actually, that wheel still turns, so I don't know what you would say broke on it. Is the ETK now going to try and go the wrong way? Or is he trying to get itself just doing... That's a lot of reverse. Are that going to hit into the wall? Not quite, but then again, the Bolide, is that going to have contact with the ETK? The ETK is just going to pull itself straight back out now, right in front of the Bolide. Oh, this is going to be a hard hit on the front wheel the Bolide has left, and that's going to be a crunch. Yes, the Bolide does a bit of a wheelie. Now then, both cars are now off the road again, but the Bolide just about keeps itself on the road, so the AI pretty much just about knows where it's going. So that's the Falcon now up into second place, with the Bolide in third and the ETK. And it's got a puncture now. Can that get itself going? Or is that the end of the ETK as well? It doesn't need to get itself turned around, so it should be able to get going if there's enough life left in the car. Now then, the Falcon, with a pretty amazing recovery, all things considered, how crunched up this car is. Actually coming up now to the final corner, and if no dramas through here, then it's going to be second place for the Ford Falcon. Yes, I don't think there's any part of this car which isn't damaged. Now then, making its way now then up to the finish line to finish in second place, and is it going to be contact with the Hopper? The Falcon crosses the line now in P2, and now is it going to make contact with the back of the Hopper? It looks like at this speed there's going to be quite hefty contact, and oh, actually, well, that was a hard hit, but it didn't do as much damage to the back of the Hopper as what I thought was going to happen. I mean, it's dented it, but the Hopper's just going to go rolling off now. There's now then the Bolide, which is actually, like I said, it's a complete block, and has managed to, looks like it's going to survive another round, but what about the front lights? So yeah, they both still work, which makes absolutely no difference, but it's just nice to know that the pop-up headlights actually managed to survive. Now then, coming around the final corner now, no dramas out there, now it's going to be a short run now. Up to the finish line, now it's going to be third place for the Bolide to get it through into the next round. Let's put that now on stopping. See, is the Bolide to make contact with the Ford Falcon? You know that the Bolide just pulls off to the side. Is it going to make contact with the wall? That's going to stop short. Now then, well actually, the ETK, is that dead? Am I going to need a new 4th and 5th placed car already? Let's try and get this thing going again. I'm flooring the throttle and there's nothing happening, so that's the end of the ETK as well. I think if it hadn't got taken out, I don't think it would have made it anyway, because of just how far it had to go. So that's victory for the Hopper, and I have to say best surviving car as well. So remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Remember to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, they'll be linked down in the description. Thanks for watching, I'll see you all next time.